Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Marsha with Buy Sell Plan. In today's video, I will be recapping the week of the 10th of April and planning for the week of the 17th. All right. So first things first, grab my weekly task list. This is the order that I do my plans. I made this myself. It's a junk journaling kit that I bought from Pink Monarch Prints. I'll link it below. And she gives a tutorial. She has a YouTube channel. She gives a tutorial on how to make beautiful junk journaling type stuff. So I'm absolutely loving how all of this looks in my planner. Okay, let's take a look at last week. Or this week, I should say, because today is Sunday. So here's my dashboard. So only a couple of things I didn't get done, actually quite a few things I didn't get done. So I'm gonna be migrating. I did all my top follow-ups, my work routines, accomplished all of that, personal routines, not so good. And then my sharpen the saw, I did okay. I did okay with that. And so I did a plan with me for this week on, I think it was Tuesday. So I just did my time blocking for 3 days, but I did end up doing calls on Friday. I just didn't time block it in here. But yeah, so here's my week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. So I did do some lead gen and some CEO time just to make up for the fact that Monday was Easter Monday. It's not a stat holiday. However, I did take the day off. So yeah, I still wanted to make sure I got 4 days worth of work in, and I needed to make sure that I hit my numbers. And then here is yesterday. I did a lot of like memory planning, studying human design. It was great. Just got caught up on a lot of things this week around the house. And then here's today. Okay, so how did I do? So first up is my week recap. So if we take a look at my compass card, digital detox, I did pretty good there. I mean, did I do like a detox every single day? No, but oh, I didn't write it down. I did on Thursday and yesterday. And it just, what a difference it made. And I know this, and I just, get stuck in those ruts where I'm just on in front of a screen a lot. But 3 solid days this week, I completely detox, like no screens, and it was amazing. I got so much done. Mindful app, that I didn't do, and I know I definitely could have, because there were moments this week where I could feel that I needed to decompress. My projector course, worked on that on Saturday. Yesterday I got a lot done on that. Sleeping habits, it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then of course again today. Really focusing on getting to bed earlier. What a difference in my energy. It's like, why haven't I been doing this all along? And then physio, I only got done twice. My goal was to do physio 3 times, and I guess I can do physio today, then that would be 3 times, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna do physio today. Physio. Sleeping habits, projector course, mindful app, digital detox. Okay. CEO role was to do a week powwow. With it being a short week, we just didn't get the chance. Tyler was really busy. He sold 2 houses this week, which is great. Yeah, so we didn't really get the chance to do that. So we'll make sure that we get that done this week. I wanted to book a client visit. I did that. So that's coming up next Saturday. Set my call list. Ryan has set my call list. I keep meaning to sit down with him and learn how to do it myself, but so we'll get that done this week. And then work on my tagging and my CRM. Did that. My realtor role, complete 1 CMA. I did that. And then contacts, focused on my database versus cold calls, because I have specific numbers for each, and I did that. Clean eating, we've been doing so well this week. Daily movement with Ryan, yep. Friend date, did that on Thursday. And then memory planning date with my sister, I have not set that up. I did do memory planning, but I didn't set it up to do with my sister. And then I didn't call my dad. We were texting, and then he left yesterday morning, and he's gone to Newfoundland for like a week. Yeah. For work. So we're going to arrange to do like a FaceTime when he gets back. Okay. So and then what was I going to do? Oh yeah. So this was my time blocking. Let's see here. Let's look at my numbers. So, I mean, I did okay. So my goal was 58 contacts. I did 66. So I made up my deficit. I'm 8 ahead now. 1 lead, goal was 4. So -3. I didn't book any appointments this week. Didn't hold any appointments this week. And then contract signed. We did sign on 1 new listing this week. So I was co-listed. So this was one of Tyler's. I was co-listed. So technically I didn't sell a house this week. I mean, so I guess I kind of did. So I'm like the lead lister on the team. So it's Tyler's lead, but I, did the listing appointment, basically ran the listing, dealt with the co-op agent. We had the home inspection on Monday, dealt with all of that, firmed everything up, etc., etc. But under the stats though, it'll go under Tyler because it was his lead. So I guess I got ahead of myself and I was like, oh yeah, that firmed up today. And I wasn't thinking that it was Tyler's lead to begin with, not mine, even though I did run the listing. Okay, so did not do any transactions this week myself. And then, so contacts for database, 31 was the goal, and lead gen was 27, and I did that. So for lead gen, the goal was 37. I actually did 35. I did 35 on Friday. I did a good cold call session. And then I did, that's 12, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 31. Yeah, so 31 and 27, or 35 rather. So I did 31. There we go. So I focused on exactly what numbers I needed from each source. And then, so what worked, followed my schedule, did my time blocks. That's really making a difference for me. Since I've been doing that these last few weeks, I'm really enjoying it. What didn't work, short on leads and appointments. So now that I'm consistent with following my schedule and hitting my contact goal, now I need to focus on making sure that I'm getting those appointments. And as far as where I'm at year to date, I am on track for appointments. However, not for transactions. So I still need to focus on that. Sharpen the saw, big focus this week was on sleep. So I've been going to bed earlier than what I have been. So step by step. And what I'm doing too is I'm charging my phone away from my bed. It's not on my nightstand anymore. That way I'm not on my phone before bed and I'm not picking up my phone when I wake up. It's across the room. That's also made a big difference for me, and it's helping me. I'm not getting into that I don't know if routine is the right word, but I'm not, starting my day scrolling, and it's helping me just stay focused. And then best use of my time, I got a lot done due to my social detoxing. Like I got all of my cottage laundry done. That's been sitting in my laundry room for a long time. And yeah, like literally all my laundry is done. I can't remember the last time I've been completely, other than my essentials that I wear on a regular basis, but like completely done. It feels awesome, and even organized a couple drawers. We stained our deck this week. Ryan's just finishing up today. So yeah, we're getting our household projects done. All right, so that is how I did there. So let's take a look at my quarterly goals. So I actually, okay, I'll tell you about that in a second. Okay, so here's my quarterly goals. A big goal that I have this month here, so business, wellness, and development. So complete and send 6 CMA. So I did 1 this past week. So that's still a focus. Realistic time block schedule. I'm really focused on that. And then contacts on my database. So making sure I'm getting my database contacts as well as my cold call contacts. So yeah, I'm totally on track with all of that. Wellness, my movement goals, physio, digital detoxing after 9. So far, so good. Yeah, so far, so good. I'm getting back into strength training. I did a strength training on my Apple Fitness Plus. Is that what it's called? Apple Fitness Plus. I did a strength training workout, a 20-minute one the other day. And it was really good. It's really good. Sometimes I find those workouts too challenging. But this one was really good. I found a really good one. So yeah, strength training, I want to get my goal. So movement goals. I want to do strength training like twice a week. I don't think I wrote that down anywhere. I just did movement goals because my goal is to just move my body most days of the week. But yeah, I want to get my strength training in. Development, projector course weekly. Did I do it? Yeah. I don't think I did the first week, but I did the second week. Read 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, I have not been reading. And then doing our weekly meeting. Have not done a weekly meeting yet. So I still need to work on that. Okay, so there are going to be some things I'm going to be putting in my schedule for this week. And then my goals for the quarter, for second quarter, sleeping habits, time blocking my top 20%. So far I feel like I'm on track with those. Same with following my schedule. FaceTime monthly with my family. Still have time to do that this month. Call my dad weekly. I mean, I'm texting, but as far as doing that actual call, no, I haven't been. Decluttering our basement. Okay, so we have had summer weather. It's been, like, what's the temperature today? Oh, it was up there. It's like 25. There we go. It's 25 degrees today. Celsius, and it's like, it feels like summer. Yesterday was 29 degrees. The day before was 29 degrees. So yeah, we stayed in our basement, but we went on hikes. We're like, we're not staying in our basement when the weather is so nice. But guess what? Tomorrow it's supposed to go down to like 5 degrees. Tomorrow we're Tuesday, and raining. So it's going to get cold. So that's when we're going to do our basement. So that's our goals, to tackle that this week. And then prioritizing self-care. I feel like if you guys have been with me for a little while, you know that I've been talking about this since the beginning of the year, and I'm really feeling like I have a handle on it now. And the time blocking is really helping me. So I'm feeling really good about that. Okay, as far as my CEO section, I wanted to show you, I changed things up a little bit. I realized that on my cover, I didn't have the inserts in the same order that I had them on here. So I changed that around, I reprinted them, and then rewrote everything out. There we go. I just didn't want to show personal information for clients. So listing and buyer appointment tracker, it makes sense to have them side by side. Before I had listings on one side, and then on the other side I had the buyer. So seller, buyer appointments, seller, buyer appointments. Okay. And then next up is my social media. Okay. My activity tracker. And then I added a spot here for starting numbers. And then a spot here to do growth. Now, what I'm not sure that I want to do is do my growth. So see here, under here, I have the growth underneath compared to where I started. So what I'm wondering is, do I do my growth each month in comparison to where I started for the year, or the month over month growth? What would you guys do? So that's why I left that blank for February and March, because I'm like, wait a minute. This here, this plus 87 is at the end of January. So I grew by 87 from January 1st, right? So then do I, yeah, anyways. I hope that makes sense. And then for my activity tracker, I just put the letter of the month there. Okay, and then my monthly activity trackers. So I have my monthly, and then the year to date. I don't know what happened. I didn't print out the second side, so I still need to do that. But the second side is going to be the last half of the year, and then on the other side of that will be quarterly. Okay, so here's where I am year to date for my numbers. So I am on track with my appointments booked and held, just not contracts done and firm deals. So that's the focus. So then I have a separate one for team numbers. So this is mine and Tyler's numbers combined. Because when I do my monthly recaps and I'm doing where I am at for the year, I have never had a place to write it. So I've just been writing it on like a piece of paper, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. So that's why I did this. So I just thought I'd share that with you. It makes more sense. So this is the team. So this is what mine will look like as well once I print out that second side. It's going to be year to date, right? So January and February, January to March, January to April, January to May, January to June, and so on until the end of the year. And then on the other side is the quarterly. So this is quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then a spot for notes. So that's what I did differently. Okay, so that is my quarterly goals. Let's set my goals for next week. So based on where I'm at, okay, so I'm on track with my contacts. So the goal is 58 per week. No, it was 58 because I had a deficit, so it's 46 per week. Okay, and my goal is 3 leads. Now I had 4 last week because I had a deficit. Right, I put 4. I seem to get 1 or 2 a week. That seems to be the norm. So let's set 2. Okay, and then appointments booked. I want to book 1 appointment. Don't know if I'll get an appointment for the same week, so I'm just going to put 0 for that. Contract signed. Okay, so those are my numbers there. So I need minimum of 31 database contacts this week and 15 from cold calls. So those are my goals. Okay. Done and done. Now if we go to my roles, I'm going to do my compass card. That is next. Review my roles. So I'm going to speed this part up. I'm going to decide which roles are going to make the biggest impact this week and set up my big rocks. So sharpen the saw. The goal is to be in bed by midnight. Strength twice, physio 3 times, digital detox after 9. And that ties in with following my evening routine, because my evening routine, that's not it, is journaling, right? Doing some stretching, update my planner, journaling, deep breathing, reading, and doing these and not being on my phone. It just helps me get in that sleep mode, relaxation mode. And then working on my projector course, of course. CEO team leader role, do that weekly powwow with the team and learn how to set up my call lists. And then my realtor role, get 2 CMAs done this week. Focus on when I'm doing my calls this week, focusing on booking appointments. Follow up with 2023 CMAs that I've done, and then follow up with people who I have set up on an auto search to keep an eye on the market. Just check in, see how that's going, how they're enjoying that, if they want me to change anything, if they've seen anything they like that they want to see. And then my wife and mom set my chore schedule so everybody knows what they're doing. I don't know if I shared that with you guys. I bought off Amazon a chore schedule. It's like a magnetic calendar for the fridge. so that based on everybody's schedules, like my daughter's work schedule, our schedules, because my son, my husband, and myself, we're all realtors, and then my daughter is not a realtor, but she does have a job. So based on everyone's schedules, who's responsible for what? I have 2 adult kids in the house, and then each of my kids, they make dinner twice a week, and then I make dinner the rest of the time. So then who's on deck for dinner, who's on deck for, you know, doing the dinner dishes, so on and so forth. And that way it just keeps the household running smoothly. So I need to set that for the week. And then 2 hikes with Ryan, and then in brackets I put and Tyler. He really loves coming on hikes with us. So just he asked us he went on 1 hike with us this week, and he's like, make sure that when you guys are going to go on your hikes, you let me know. So I thought that was really cute. He really enjoys doing that with us. Yeah, and then doing games. My daughter really loves the Nintendo Switch. Well, all Nintendo. So yeah, I want to make sure, it's been a while since her and I have played games together. We used to do that a lot. So I want to make sure I'll find out her schedule and time block some time to play some games with her. And then sister and friend memory plan date with my sister. And then I have another sister. I need to do a FaceTime. She lives out of province. This sister here lives about an hour and like 10 minutes away from me, so we don't get together that often. And then my sister who lives out of province, that's definitely much tougher to get together, so I want to make sure I do a FaceTime. I think it's been 2 weeks since I FaceTimed with her, so it's time I said another one. And then I need to check in with my stepmom. My dad is away in Newfoundland. So even though she's got, like, you know, a lot of family around, I just want to check in with her. And, you know, she's not alone by any means, but she does have some health stuff going on. So I just want to check in with her, see how she's doing, and offer my support any way that I can. Okay, so that's reviewing my roles, choosing my big rocks, setting up my compass card. Let's take a look at my monthly calendar. I know that I have some things I need to add. So I've got my mastermind, Cairo, coaching mastermind. So I'm doing a seminar tomorrow on investing in tiny homes. So that has been approved by our city or region or what have you, because there's a lot of older homes built in like the 40s and 50s and 60s that are in big lots. So it's now been approved that homeowners can have tiny homes on their properties. So it's a bit of a learning curve for us as realtors, since it's something that's fairly new. So there is a seminar tomorrow night that I want to go on. I think that's it. There is, oh yeah, the KW socials there. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna go to that. I really should though. It's about, they have a guest speaker to talk about joint ventures and using other people's funds to invest in real estate, which is something that I am interested in, although we're not in a position to do that yet, but at some point we will be. But at this point it's learning so that I can better help my investor clients. It's hard for me when it's a busy week. So the more I'm out doing seminars and things, so for example, I have the tiny home seminar here, I've got the mastermind here, and then to do, that's 3 in 1 week. Like, that's a lot for me. That is a lot for me. So we shall see. But you know what? I'm going to bed earlier, so that should help. There's one night. Did I go to bed? I didn't go to bed by midnight every night. Okay. Don't you hate when you go to reposition a sticker and then it ends up going the exact same spot that you had it? Okay, there we go. So let me just show you. So sleeping habits, like, yeah, the last 3 nights, and then tonight I'm going to bed earlier, but only one of these nights did I go to bed at midnight. And the energy that I had the next day, you guys, was through the roof. Oh my God, even Ryan noticed. And I'm like, right? I did 3 loads of laundry that day. I did my calls. Like I did 2 hours of, anyways, it was just, I was on fire. I got so much done. I'm like, okay, I need to pay attention to this. I need to like remember this. So yeah, if I'm going to bed at a proper time, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to handle everything. All right, that's my month calendar master task list. Let's see how we are doing here. I have not finished that. We should probably do that in our CEO time this week. Let's write that down. I may as well take these out because I will be putting my schedule in anyways. I think I'm out of ink. Hang tight. I gotta fill this up. All right, all done. Okay. Okay, so that's from my master task list of what I want to tackle this week, if possible. One thing here I have is clean binders. So I thought I would ask you guys before putting on my buy and sell on, not my buy and sell, on a buy and sell. I'm selling 2 of my vintage Auroras. Yes, you heard me, you heard right. Let me move this out of the way and I'll show you. I'm just not using these binders, you guys, and they're just going to waste sitting on a shelf, not being used, and it's a damn shame. So I have, this is the Blue Mirage from fall of 2021, and this is the teal, in air quotes, because if you look at it, it's green, right? Like it's forest green. But this is from 2016, and it was called the teal at the time, but it is definitely forest green. I don't remember it being this shade of green when I bought it. I remember it being a dark green the whole time I've owned it, but you can see where the strap is, how it's a different shade of green. So it must have been that color, I don't know. So it's patinaed quite well, and it's just, oh, so gorgeous. I love these colors so much, but they're just not me. When I'm using them and I'm in them, it just doesn't give me all the feels the way my pink binders do. So why not give them to a good home? So I will clean it, but so the Vintage Aurora, it's got the pocket here, the zipper, secretarial pocket, your business card holders, and your window, and then it has pockets on the back. So this is the full width of the back cover, okay, and it goes quite deep, and then you've got 2 smaller ones here. It has the 2 elasticized pen loops. I've never used the one on the left, so this one is quite worn in because I've had some pretty thick pens in there. This one lays flat because I've never used it. And then on the back you have the pocket. Okay, so these are the classic size. They have 1.5-inch rings, both of them do. You can take them out though and put smaller rings in if that's what you so choose. I do have videos on how I've exchanged the rings in my binders. So I've got this one, and then the Blue Mirage. I've used this 1 month the entire time I've had it, and I was like, it's so gorgeous, but it just, like I said, doesn't give me all the feels. So it's the exact layout as the one I just showed you, the green one. 1.5-inch rings. Both pen loops lay flat. You can see I've only used it 1 month. It's not well used, and like no marks on this whatsoever. And it is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll clean it up a little bit. It's just from being on my shelf. Anyhow, let me know. I haven't set a price. I'm going to go on the buy and sell and take a look at what they're being listed for. I've never sold on buy and sell before, but I thought I'd go to my community first. If you're interested, let me know. Offer me a price before I put them on the buy and sell. Okay, so yeah. North America only, please. Preferably in Canada. Shipping is very expensive outside of Canada. Yeah, so let me know. You would pay shipping on top of, you know, on top of it. So, all right, back to business here. So that's one thing that I want to get done, is get those binders clean and get them posted on my, on the buy and sell. Okay, so I've got that. I think that's pretty much it. A couple things I want to get done during my CEO time this week. All right, so that is my month calendar master task list. I'm going to transfer tasks and schedule my week. I'm going to speed this part up. All right, I am done. Okay, so here's my dashboard. I've got 2 top follow-ups. We have a listing coming up next week. I have to make sure I follow up with them, make sure they're on track. There's information that's needed. We sold one of our vacant lots. It's conditionally sold, but there's some information that we need for the FinTrack. So those are my main follow-ups this week. Actually, I could say 2023 CMAs and portal. Okay. My work routines, personal routines that I'm focusing on, and then my sharpen the saw. Here's my time blocking. I put high level tasks on the top, and then this is my schedule. Definitely not doing anything on Friday because we do have a visit with clients on Saturday. Yeah, okay, here we go. Here's my Monday. 3 appointments, 1 personal, 2 work related. Top tasks. Here's Tuesday. So on my dailies, I just put the actual appointments, and then like all my lead gen and work activities, things like that, I fill in as I go. And the idea, the goal is to have it match my time block schedule as much as possible. So Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, you guys know I like to keep open because I don't like to have to do work-related things. I just realized I didn't put my client visit in there. That's at 1:30. Probably be there 2 hours. So we helped them buy this house a couple years ago, and we connected them with a contractor, and they renovated their kitchen, like took walls down, and we haven't been over to see it yet. So we're finally going to get that done and have a nice visit with them. They were so lovely. All right, there we go. Done and done. If you have any questions, let me know. I will answer those for you. I have to say, I just love my time block schedule because it gives me that structure in my day to know how I'm going to fit everything in that I want to fit in. Eventually, I probably will also then time block in like personal things. Like I like to do my memory planning. I like to do creative things, crafting, things like that. And just have that. Right now it's just white because in here will be like prepping dinner and chores and things like that. So I don't really time block that at this time. I might eventually. But for now, this is how it looks. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe if you do like functional planning videos. And have a great week ahead. I hope it's productive and you accomplish all of your goals and make time for yourself. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.